Superior to Mathura is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan because of Krishna's pastimes, and superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhana Hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Shri Krishna. During Dwapar Yug, Lord Krishna convinced the inhabitants of Vrindavan to worship the Govardhan mountain instead of doing an elaborate sacrifice to please the demigod Indra, who is in charge of the rains. His reason for discouraging the sacrifice performed to please Indra were twofold. First, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, there is no need to worship the demigods for any material advancement. All results derived from worshipping the demigods are temporary, and only those who are less intelligent are interested with temporary results. Secondly, whatever temporary results one derives from worshipping the demigods is actually granted by the permission of the Lord Krishna. The cowherd men, headed by Nanda Maharaja, performed Govardhan worship and circumambulation of the hill. The inhabitants of Vrindavan assembled together with their decorated cows and began to worship Govardhan Hill by chanting Vedic hymns and offering prasadam. When everything was complete, Krishna assumed a great transcendental form and declared to the inhabitants of Vrindavan that he was himself the Govardhan Hill. Seeing this, King Indra became angry that he was not being worshipped. He then sent torrents of rain upon Vrindavan. The residents of Vrindavan then approached Lord Krishna for help. Krishna, merely 7 years old, lifted the Govardhan Hill and held it like an umbrella. The inhabitants of Vrindavan and their animals remained there for 7 days and nights without being disturbed by hunger, thirst, or any other discomfort. They were simply astonished to see how little Krishna was holding up the mountain on his finger of the left hand. King Indra was baffled with this extraordinary display of Krishna's power. He then called off the clouds and seizing the reins immediately. After this, he approached Krishna with the Surabhi cow and offered prayers to Lord Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended that since Krishna is worshipable, so is his land, Vrindavan and Govardhan Hill. Circumambulating the Govardhan Hill is a form of worship prescribed in the Puranas. The Adi Varaha Purana states that anyone who performs the Govardhan Parikrama will never have to take birth in this world again. Devotees of Lord Krishna take rocks from Govardhan Hill and worship them exactly as they worship the deity of Krishna in the temple. This worship is as good as the deity worship. It's important to note that the right to worship a Govardhan rock should be given only by a bona fide spiritual master.